Whether you like it or not, capitalism has quickly become one of the world's most trusted and believed in religion across the world. For example, many people disagree on common religious beliefs, but one universal belief shared by almost every single human being across the world is money. People's faith in money is so strong that they decide to spend most of their life in pursuit of it. But for the first time in the past decade, there has been a serious competitor to this traditional belief system. This is where Bitcoin comes in. In this video, we will not be discussing capitalism, but rather we will be discussing how Bitcoin is quickly becoming the world's fastest growing religion in the course of history. So, let's get into detail of what started almost 13 years ago and has taken everyone by storm. Initially, when Bitcoin was first created, few people thought it was worth considering. A single Bitcoin was worth $0.0001 in June of 2009. It was virtual money that only people with strong technological skills could comprehend. But right now, Bitcoin has evolved into much more. It is not just a group of folks who think Bitcoin is a fantastic investment and a way to hedge against the dollar, but Bitcoin has the potential to reshape society and how we think about money. And if all of this is true, which many believe is, Bitcoin is ready to be recognized as the religion of the 21st century. Satoshi Nakamoto must be considered a prophet. Furthermore, if Satoshi is a prophet, the Bitcoin white paper is the sacred text, and believers will take it around with them as Christians do with the Bible. Bitcoin, like the birth of Christianity over 2,000 years ago, represents a challenge to established central powers. Many early users turned to Bitcoin as opposed to what they saw as governmental and central banking institutions' corruption, exemplified in their manipulation of currencies and monetary supply. Bitcoin is a religious and ideological movement in its own right. It satisfies Durkheim's definition in practically every way. Several sacred items exist, including the Bitcoin itself. Decentralization is handled as a moral issue in Bitcoin, which is a distinct belief system. There is a clear distinction between sacred and profane Bitcoin and conventional currency. Bull runs and having occurrences are examples of collective effervescence. Even when considering Bitcoin's future, the issues are inherently religious. The technological war is largely over, leaving only the battle for hearts and minds for believers. Money's underlying value is being reinterpreted in the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis. The financial crisis damaged our faith in the existing banking system and monetary authority, allowing alternatives to emerge. Money, on the other hand, has always been linked to ideas of religion and consumption. Bitcoin takes faith, trust, and belief to new heights. Along with this, Bitcoin was invented by an unknown individual or group, while the idea of digital money that could travel across geographical borders had been a cryptographer's dream for years. Satoshi Nakamoto made it a reality in 2008 when he published a white paper outlining the blueprint for a decentralized peer-to-peer currency enabled by the blockchain. Bitcoin, like many faiths, has factions with differing beliefs and disagreements that have resulted in schisms. On August 1st, 2017, the first hard fork split Bitcoin, resulting in the formation of Bitcoin Cash. We've also got Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin SV since then. After 12 years, Bitcoin is spreading like other faiths before it, from a small number of adherents to widespread disruption. We are at the beginning of the mainstream stage, and significant players like PayPal, Square, and others, as well as institutional organizations like MicroStrategy, MassMutual, and others are embracing it. And they are not just embracing it, but they believe in Bitcoin to be the future of the world, at least in the 21st century. Afterward, another big thing to consider here is that Bitcoin is not backed by anything of value, such as gold, or by state banks as a flat currencies. It merely exists as data in the network where it is offered with no central bank or government entity controlling or guaranteeing its supply or value. This is where Bitcoin resembles our currently accepted form of money. You don't have to see Bitcoin to believe it, just like you don't have to believe in other religions. The amount of faith people have in Bitcoin determines its value, and because so many people now believe in it, its price increase is is a clear reflection. Faith can be tenacious, and firmly held views and ideas can be difficult to eradicate when passed down from generation to generation. Governments have a long history of failing to wipe out people's ideas, and I don't believe that rules or government will be able to change Bitcoin's course. If Bitcoin is like a religion with no boundaries, suppression may simply serve to strengthen its devotees. Only time will tell, but it is evident that Bitcoin possesses all the signs of a religion. In Bitcoin, we trust.